So if you've been thinking about selling products on Amazon, picking the right product is going to be the most important thing you do by far. It's going to be the one thing that dictates whether you succeed or whether you fail. And I know that sounds super harsh, but it's the absolute truth. If you pick a good product right from the beginning, your Amazon journey is going to be smooth, it's going to be enjoyable, and you're going to make a lot of money. But if you pick a bad product right from the beginning, it's going to suck. It's going to be an uphill battle the whole time, and you're most likely going to end up losing money. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that and they want to think this is just some big freaking kumbaya, everybody's making money. But at the end of the day, guys, it is business. And I know a lot of people won't say this, but you can lose money, especially if you launch a shitty product. You can't expect to just sell any random product on Amazon, throw it up there, and it's just going to start printing you money. That's not how this works. So you really need to make sure you're picking the right product. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how do you pick a good product to sell on Amazon? So in order to pick a winning product, you need to do something called product research. And the way I like to do product research is I like to break it down into three sections. So first off, we have to find product ideas. So we need to come up with potential ideas of products we would want to sell. Secondly, we then need to go and validate those ideas or go through my checklist just to make sure, okay, is this product making money? Are people searching for this? And then last of all, we need to figure out how are we going to differentiate our product if there's other people selling it, or what is going to be our product offering, meaning why is somebody going to buy our product versus all the other competitors on Amazon already. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly just a day in the life of me doing product research and how I would go through each of these three facets to show you guys exactly what I did to find my winning products and what you can also do to find your next winning product. Now, one thing I want to mention, guys, is when I first started Amazon FBA, I was doing product research every single day for at least an hour a day or as much as I could, because obviously I was working a full-time job at that time. But the reason I'm saying that is because if you're starting Amazon, I would highly recommend doing product research, like doing what I'm about to show you in this video. Do it as much as you can, because the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And obviously, the better you get at it, the faster you'll find that one winning product that could effectively change your life. Right? If let's say you sell one product that's making you $40,000, $50,000 a month, that's like $15,000, $20,000 profit every single month that you're going to be making. So hopefully that gives you guys some motivation to want to do product research and do it consistently. Just imagine the more you do it, the closer you're getting to finding that one product. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now we're just going to come into the background here. I've got Helium 10 up, and we're going to come over to the tools section and we're going to go to Black Box. That is Helium 10's product research tool. So actually, I should quickly mention, guys, now in order to do any sort of product research, I mean, to sell on Amazon, period, you need an Amazon product research tool. I personally recommend Helium 10. In my opinion, it's the best, but you also can use Viral Launch and you can also use Jungle Scout. I've used Viral Launch. Viral Launch is good. It's nothing wrong with Viral Launch. Helium 10, in my opinion, is just more accurate and it has a lot more tools. And then Jungle Scout, I've never used personally, but I know it is the cheapest. So I know sometimes people go for that one, but it's up to you, but you do need one of them. And I will just quickly mention this, guys. Helium 10 just gave me a 25% discount code for my subscribers. So this is the biggest deal I've seen them give by far. Usually they give out, I think, a 10 or 20% deal. They're offering for a limited time, I think for about 2 weeks, 25% off for 6 months. So if you guys want it, I would highly recommend now's the time to get it. So now let's get into it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to Black Box. And what we're going to do, there's two sections here. There's products and keywords. Now, the difference between these guys is pretty simple. Products, when we search for products, it's going to show us products. So for example, like a water bottle. If I put in these categories, it's going to show me just specific products, like one specific water bottle. Versus if I go to keywords, it's going to show me the keyword water bottles and it's going to show me multiple water bottles under that specific keyword. So we're most of the time going to click keywords. That's how we're going to do our product research, but there is a time and place to search for products as well. I'll make another video on this on the future, but just know that's what the difference is. It's products and keywords. So we're going to come over here to keywords. So what are these? So search volume is pretty obvious. This is how many people are searching for this product every single month. And the minimum that I like to see is 3,000. Maximum, you can usually leave this blank, but sometimes you can put parameters. Obviously, in my opinion, what I found is if products have too much search volume, they become a little bit too competitive. Like if something has 100,000, 200,000 search volume, it's usually very out of reach for us to come in there and make this product better. I mean, it's not impossible. So you could leave this blank, or in some cases, I think for the sake of this video, I feel like putting 30,000. And one thing I will mention as well, guys, when you're doing product research, you can mix up these parameters, because every time you put different numbers in here, you're going to get different results, which is a good thing. We want to get as many product ideas as possible. The next thing is monthly revenue. So this is non-negotiable, in my opinion. I want to see minimum $10,000 revenue, because you guys have to remember, if a product is making around $10,000 revenue per month, that's, the average profit margin with Amazon is about 30%. Give or take. It could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. So these guys, if I'm going to be launching a product, I don't want to be making less than $3,000, or there's really no point for me to launch it. So I'm going to leave the minimum at 10,000. The next thing here is price. So this is the price of your product. I like to sell products for no less than $25, because once again, it's just, there's not enough profit in it once you pay for PPC, the cost of your product, the cost of shipping it. So it's just better to launch a product for at least over $25. And it's very possible as well, guys, to find a product, that you can buy from China for like $2, $3 and sell it for $30. That is possible. And then your profit margins are quite big. The next section here we have is review count. So this is how many reviews this keyword has. Now, most gurus will tell you to put 300 here. And that's because they want to find these products that, make a lot of money and only have less than 300 reviews. So there's not much competition. But what I've personally found, guys, now I'm not saying for sure, but most of the time, this is the natural thing that everybody does. So everybody's looking for products that have less than 300 reviews. And what ends up happening is when everybody's looking for those products, everybody ends up launching them. So for example, you could see this amazing product where right now the review count's super low, but by the time, you have to remember, when you were launching a product, it could take like 2 months for you to buy the product from China and send it to Amazon. In that time, 100 other people could also sell that same product. So in my personal experience, I've found I try not to only look under 300 reviews. I'll usually put this up to 1,000 at least, because I'm flexible. The main thing that I'm looking at is, can I differentiate this product and can I make it better? I'm not too worried about how many other people are selling it. I'm just trying to think, can I make it better? So moving on to review rating, this is pretty much essentially, so for example, you know how there's a rating system on Amazon, right? So there's 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. So if you wanted to, one method for product research is you could say, hey, I want to see something where everybody has less than 4-star rating, because you want to find a product that's not great and improve upon it. And for this video, I'm not going to do that, but that could be one method that you use. Word count, this is how many words are in the keyword. We're going to leave that blank. Moving down to the category section down here, we're going to click this, and I will quickly just go over this with you guys. So there's a lot of categories in here that are pretty common sense that I think most people shouldn't click, because we're not going to be selling these things. Like, for example, appliances, we're not going to sell. We're not really going to sell books or CDs or camera. I mean, you could do camera products. Collectible currencies, obviously, we're not going to do. Gourmet food, we're not going to do. Handmade products, most likely we're not going to do. Industrial, scientific. So very basic stuff, guys. In my opinion, click the products that you like, click the products that you know well, some things about. That's my personal preference. Some really good, I'll just say the products that I personally really like to sell in is sports and outdoors. I like office products, patio, lawn, and garden. Kitchen and dining is pretty common. Home and kitchen is also great. And that is about it. Now, some other really good ones, if you wanted to, and you're familiar with these topics, is baby products or beauty and personal care. Maybe some stuff in there. And also, where do we got it? Pet supplies and toys and games. Those are some common ones as well. So I'm just going to stick with the ones that I like and click those. And moving down here to number of sellers. So I'm going to leave this blank, but this is just how many people are selling this product. I'm going to leave this blank for right now. Best sales period is exactly that. So if we're looking for a product that sells best between a specific time, I would recommend just leaving this blank, because we're looking for something that sells all year round. Well, we're not looking for any seasonal products. And then we've got title density here. Once again, we can just leave this blank. Competitor ratings, this is the same thing I mentioned over here. If we're looking for something where everybody has less than below 4 rating, that's one method. There's multiple ways to do keyword research, guys, product research. So you can do this if you want. I recommend trying out a few different strategies and just like I said, this is why you do it every single day consistently for an hour. Try different things. The more things you try, the more ideas you'll get, and then the better chance if you have of finding that good product. For this case, I don't feel like putting anything here. Keyword research here, if you wanted to, for example, let's say you like golf products. So if you want to find a product that has the word golf in it, you could put golf. In this case, we're not going to put anything here. Variation count. This is important though. This is something that we definitely need to do. So variation count. This is how many variations do most of the sellers selling this product have. And especially when you're a beginner, you want to stay away from things like, for example, pillowcases, right? Or yeah, just pillowcases. Like there's multiple sizes, there's multiple colors. So all your competitors that you're competing with are going to have multiple colors, multiple sizes. So for us to come into that market and compete with these guys, we're also going to need to have multiple variations, essentially multiple colors, multiple sizes. So as a beginner, and even to me this day, even like I wouldn't consider myself a beginner, but I as well only put 2 or 3 for variations because I want to launch products where people only have 2 or 3 variations. And then if I wanted to, I could add more variations down the road. But for the sake of this video, let's put 2. And this is something I'd recommend you as well. Just put this to 2 or 3. Fulfillment. So we've got FBA, FBM, and Amazon. So this just means what is the most common fulfillment method. So on Amazon, you have 3 different types of sellers. You have FBA, which is third-party sellers, people like us who are putting their products on Amazon, and Amazon is taking care of the fulfillment. FBM means fulfilled by merchant. So it means, for example, if I had my own business and I was selling my products on Amazon, but I take care of all the fulfillment. And then you've got Amazon. This means Amazon selling the products on their own website and Amazon's doing all the fulfillment. So we can leave this blank because I'm not too worried about any of these. Sometimes, in some cases, if there's too many Amazon listings, like if everyone on the first page is Amazon, that might be something I would stay away from because obviously Amazon is going to freaking boost their own listings all the time. So it's going to be very hard to compete with them when they're obviously going to want their listings to make the most amount of money. So, but in this case, we can leave this blank. Broad reach potential, I'm not even sure what that is. We can leave that blank. If we wanted to exclude some keywords, we could put it there. We're not really going to do much this. Monthly sales, I leave this blank. Average month, I leave this blank as well. Competitor revenue, I leave this blank because we've kind of already put the monthly revenue that we're looking for here. Shipping tier, this is something that we are going to do. So when you're first starting, or in general, not even when you're first starting, you're going to want to most likely launch products that are not massive, right? Most gurus out there will tell you just to click small standard size because these are the smallest products that are light, they're easy to ship, they're cheap, etc. And look, guys, for the best case scenario, these are the best products. But another thing to note is these are also the most competitive products. So just keep that in mind. I personally will click large standard size, small, large, and large bulky because these other products, most people don't click these. So that's just a thing to note. Most people don't click these. So if you can launch those products, one thing to note, they're going to be more expensive because obviously they're bigger products. They're going to be more expensive to ship. Your competition level is going to be much lower. So it's just a thing to note, but this really is going to depend on your budget. If most people are just starting with a little bit of money, you're going to want to most likely stick to the small standard and large standard size. But just wanted to explain that to you guys. Don't be scared of these completely. Just know that they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but most likely because they're more expensive, the barrier to entry is a lot harder. So your competition is going to be less. So let's click those 3. And then the rest of these products, we're going to leave blank. This is just how many competing products are there and what are their reviews, etc. So that's the fundamentals of what we want, guys. Now let's click search here. And we're going to see some searches pop up down below. So now we've got our product ideas. So we're going to go through these and we're going to see if there's any that interest us. Now, I don't really know how to explain to you guys what I click and what I don't click. I just kind of go with what sticks out to me because there's some stuff that I know that I just wouldn't want to sell. So for example, radar guns, that's not something that interests me. Solar powered fan, that actually sounds pretty interesting. So we can see here there's 15,000 searches per month. I'll just move my face over here. So this is the search one. There's 15,000 searches a month, $27,000 revenue, and looks like it's got about 4-star rating. Not bad. I like it sounds interesting. So we're going to come over here and we're going to click view Amazon. I'm just going to open that in a new tab. And I'm going to usually click a few just to go through a few. And I'm not just going to look at one at a time Transom saver, I have no idea what that is. 14,000. Chamber vacuum sealer. Once again, I don't know what that is, but we could. Vacuum sealer? No, I don't think so. Night vision? No. Canon selfie? No. Document cameras for teacher? No. Tree climbing gear? No. Bamboo steamer basket? The reviews are a little bit high. Search volume's not great. Yeah, we could click that. Pop float storage or pool float storage? No. Ab simulator, sauna blanket? Yeah, well, that sounds interesting. Pond waterfall grip strength tester, and we can click that as well. So that's enough. I think that 4 is enough for this video to show you guys essentially how to do it. But you're going to come through this. You're probably going to go through many more pages than I did, probably all 10 of these, and just go through each one that you think could be potentially good for you. So coming over to the listing now, we can see here. Actually, I'll just keep it here. So we can see here, we've got our Helium 10 Chrome extension tool. We're going to click Show Full Summary. And a couple things we're going to look at here. So obviously we've got our 30-day revenue, and we can see that this amount is the total amount for everyone on the first page. And then you've got, this is the average amount between everybody. Once again, this is how many units are sold on the full page, and this is the average per listing. So 748, which is good, obviously. One thing that I like to look at here is the top 10 products. And what I'm mainly looking for is I want to see our people within the top 10 guys making over 10,000 revenue per month. And we can see they are here. And you can actually change this on Helium 10 guys. You would come over here, and when you first get it, it's going to be different. So you come over here and you're going to click this setting button at the top right here. And you can see right here, revenue and reviews. So you're going to change that for if it's from 5,000 to 10,000. And same with the reviews, you can do that. Just copy me there. And we can exit this. So coming back to here, so we're going to go and we're going to click Analyze Products. And what I'm looking at, what my checklist is first thing I'm looking for is I want to make sure that the search volume is above 3,000, which obviously it is. So 15,000 is very good. And then another thing that I'm also looking for is I'm going to click Related Keywords, just because I want to see, is there other keywords that I could also go after when I'm first launching this product that maybe don't have as many searches as this, that I can rank for at the beginning. So we can see solar powered fan outdoor, solar powered fan hat. That actually sounds like an interesting product. Solar powered fan. So anything under 1,000, I won't look too much at. But okay, so there's 1 or 2 keywords that we could also rank for. So, but it's got much more than 3,000 searches, which is good. The next thing I'm looking at is I'm looking at the revenue. So what I'm going to do first of all is, if you guys see this SP right here, this is all sponsored posts. We want to get rid of these. So we're going to come over to filter here and we're going to click hide sponsored posts. And the reason I'm doing this is because all those people who are sponsored posts, they've paid to be up here. So I want to see the organic top 10 guys. I don't want to see the guys who are paying to be up here. Now, you could have a case where people pay to be at the top, but they're also organically at the top, so we'll still see them. But yeah, we just don't want to see the people who are not doing well at the very top. So now we've got our organic list of top sellers here. And what I want to see is there at least 5 guys, in the top here making over $10,000 a month? And clearly we can see 1, 2, 3. I'll just make this, get my head out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, everybody's making over $10,000 a month, which is great. Now, the next thing I'm looking at is there anybody that's launched recently that's making good money, meaning like over $10,000 a month? So we can come over here and we can see creation date. And we can see there's quite a few people that have launched in 2024 that are doing quite well. Now, if we wanted to, we can actually click this and we can rank it in order that, so I can see really recent. Is there anyone, like, what's the most recent? So this guy's the most recent. So he just launched in June 2024. So not even about a month ago. And he's doing $21,000 and his reviews are only 57. So that's quite appealing. I like to see that. And the reason I want to see this, now in this case, this looks like a pretty new product. So a lot of people have launched recently, but in some cases, you're going to have products that have people just launching in 2019, 2022, 2023. And if I don't see someone that has launched recently and is making money, that gives me a little bit of hesitation that, I'm not sure if I can break into that market and make money. But if I do even just see like a lot of people selling in 20 or started selling in 2019, 2022, and then one guy recently just launched a few months ago and he's making money. That shows me that I can also break into that market. So this is something that I always look for. So in this case, this is obviously good to see. He's making a lot of money and he just launched and looks like a cool product. Now, the next thing I'm looking for, and this is also very important, is I want to look at the revenue and I want to see, is only the people at the top making money, or is there also people that are at the bottom that are making money? So I'm going to click over here and we're going to rank the products from, this is their organic ranking. So now we're going to see, and I'm going to load more. So I want to see the whole first page. So at the very top, so we can clearly see these guys are making good money. Now let's go a little bit lower. Okay, how about the people at the bottom? So this guy's in 46th. He's doing 5,000. This guy's doing 93,000, 30,000. Okay, so wow, this guy's only got 10 reviews and he's doing 13,000. This guy's got 16 reviews. He's only doing 30,000. That's really freaking good. So, okay, well, it looks like people who are even not at the top are making money. This looks, one thing I just thought of off the top of my head right now, guys, this is a product that is obviously kind of seasonal because it's a fan. So if we want to try and figure that out, we're going to come over here and we're going to click search volume. And let's see if you guys didn't see that. So search volume at the top here on Helium 10, you can click that. And now it's going to show us, we can go back, let's say in the last year. Okay, yeah, so you can see it's peaked in the summer. Oh yeah, there you go. So if you're ever wondering what a seasonal product looks like, this is exactly it. So you can see it peaks in the summertime, and then in the winter, it's slow, peaks in the summer slow, peaks, etc. So let's see what the search volume. So yeah, so in the winter times, looks like between October and April, it drops down below 3,000. So it's not horrible, but in my opinion, I personally probably wouldn't launch this product just because of these peaks. Could still potentially be good for somebody, but not my favorite to see this. Now, okay, so it does meet all my checklists though. The search volume is good. A lot of people are making money. There's people that have recently launched that are making money, and there's people with very low reviews that are making money. Now, the last test that I look at is I come out here and I scroll through these listings, and now I'm trying to figure out what can I do to make this product better than everybody else. I'm not just going to go and launch the exact same product as other people and expect it to succeed, right? I don't like that. You're kind of leaving it up to chance. So we can see, okay, well, this guy looks like he added a phone charger. That's pretty cool. But this guy also added a phone charger. So you can actually kind of see, guys, this is a perfect example. This product and this product pretty much look very similar. This guy's selling 2,000. This guy came in, he's still selling 100, which is quite good for him. He just launched what is that, June 6th. So he's doing 4,700. I mean, not the best, but there's this guy who's obviously killing it. I mean, he sold 2,000 at that price. He's doing very, very well. And even these are quite similar. This one, I guess, has a charger. This one doesn't have a charger. So it's hard to obviously come up with this off the top of my head, guys, but we'd have to go through these pictures and see what can I do to make mine better than what's already currently available. This is very interesting. So he's got pictures of chickens here. I'm guessing his is an exhaust fan for chicken coops and greenhouses. Interesting, and the reviews aren't the best, but I guess that's one way to kind of make a specific niche for your product. Now, I'm not going to go through it exactly in this video, but if I could figure out a way to make this product different, this could potentially be a very good product because everybody's making money, even people with low reviews. One more additional test that I'll actually do, guys, is I'll go to the third or fourth page, and I want to see now, is people even on the third or fourth page making money? So forget about the sponsored post. We're just going to, and also you can tell it's a sponsored post by this right here. So we're going to skip past those and we're going to see the organic post. So okay, even on the third page, this guy who's selling is pretty much identically the same product at the very beginning is selling 200 units a month, which is actually not bad. This guy's selling 100 units a month. This guy's selling 300. And if you guys remember, there's literally the exact same guy, pretty much the exact same picture, selling the same product on the first page. So even the guy on the third page is making some money. Now, I do think this has something to do with this it being freaking summer, it's seasonal, it's super hot. I think people are just buying this product like crazy right now. And it looks like everybody's launched in 2024, which is quite recent. So it's a new product. So yeah, I would only some people would see this and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to launch this product and take a chance on it. In my opinion, I would want to go through these reviews, figure out what people are liking, what they don't like about this product, and I would want to come up with a way to make the product better. That's the only way I would feel confident investing my money into launching a product like this. But as you can see, people are making money even on the third page, right? Like 300 units sold last month, 50 units. So it's actually quite impressive. 1K by, this is a totally different product. So not a bad product, guys. I'm going to leave the video at this. I pretty much went through the whole video. I was going to do the same thing for each of these, but we're at 30 minutes here. And essentially, I was going to do just the exact same thing for each of these keywords. But now that you guys have seen me do it once, you can definitely go and do this for yourselves. So just to do a quick recap, guys, we went over exactly how to use Helium 10 to set up the parameters and get product ideas. After that, we're going to go into each of these product ideas and we're going to go through our checklist, which is number one, checking to see if the search volume is there for the product, minimum over $3,000, plus look to see if there's other keywords that are similar to the product you're looking at. Next, we're looking at, is there at least 5 people who are making over $10,000 a month selling this product? After that, we're saying, has anybody recently launched this product that's doing over $10,000 to show us that, okay, we can also come and launch this product. And by recent, I mean within the last 3 to 6 months minimum. After that, we're going to be checking to see how about other people that aren't in the top 10, just lower down in the first page, are they also making money as well? Because if it's only the top 5 guys making money, that gives me a little bit more hesitation versus if everybody's making a little bit of money, they don't have to be making as much as the top 10 guys, but at least if they're not just making 0 or 1,000, that's good to see. And once we see that, the last and final step is figuring out how are we going to make this product better? How are we going to differentiate this product? And I'll make a whole separate video on that, guys, because that's going to be a freaking 20, 30-minute video in itself. But that's the final step, to now go through all these listings, read the reviews. Maybe it's a product that you know well personally, and you can figure out just by looking at it how to change it, how to make it better. But we need to make sure we're making it better, and we need to figure out why, answer that question in our mind. Why is somebody going to buy our product versus all these other ones, right? Like there's freaking hundreds of these fans. Why is somebody going to buy ours versus all of the other ones? So we need to answer that question before launching this product. So there we have it, guys. I will just quickly mention this one more time before I end the video. Helium 10 is offering that 25% discount code. And if you're thinking about getting it to Amazon, you need Helium 10. So they only offer this. This is the only time I've seen them offer this 25% promotion ever. And it's only for the next 2 weeks. So if you want it, click the link in my description and you guys can get that for yourselves. So other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.